This is a fun question. I will take this one. It's such a cool story. We actually wrote a blog about it that's on our website. But in a nutshell, OYES started after I heard Shaq speaking on a Heels Down forum last year. She was speaking along with other equestrians of color about her experiences, the challenges she faced as an equestrian. And as I was sitting there listening, I have to do something about this. And this light bulb went off, and OES was formed. Here we are a year later, still going strong. We've reached dozens of riders, and we have no intention of stopping anytime soon.
So at OYES, we're all about bridging that accessibility gap. There's a lot of people who want to get involved in equestrian sports or who want to stay involved, but they face challenges, whether that be accessibility, education, finances. So we're really focused on helping to bridge that gap and giving our scholarships and giving our mini scholarships. Anyone between the ages of 17 and 27, we're looking at how could these funds help you either stay in or get involved in the sport, and how can we apply that to like further your education, your experience, not just a one-time thing, but how can we make something sustainable?
And it actually formed from someone that was a partner with Kerrits at the end of last year, a para-dressage rider named Brianna. And through Brianna, who we'd been working with to create some content for our blog and have her see how, Kerrits clothes worked for her as a para-dressage rider, she was applying for the OYES scholarship, and I think kind of hinted to Mandy to maybe reach out to us. So she did, and I thought, wow, this is a great opportunity for us to give back to the people in the community who need it the most.
Shout out to Brianna if she's watching.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, I'll follow up on what Sarah said. Alluded to Brianna, who was really the catalyst for this partnership. It was through her that we discovered that Kerrits had a diversity initiative. And I mean, gosh, we could only dream of partnering with a brand so huge that has the reach that you guys do. But like we believe in, amazing things can happen when you have the right connections and you just put things into motion. So it's just right in line with everything we want to do. Find the people, connect the people, and make things happen.
So to us, diversity inclusion is like creating this new and better version of this equestrian community that we all love so much. But making sure that it's a safe place for riders of every race, body type, age, economic status, ability. We've heard from many people in our community in this past year about how difficult it could be in the sport if you're different or don't fit the stereotype. And like, that just sucks. Like, it makes me want to cry. So we want all people to be able to look at horseback riding as a sport that they would be welcomed into, not one that they would say, that's not a sport that would include me. So why is it important for Kerrits to be part of this initiative? The short answer is, like, it's the right thing to do, and we want to be part of leading that change to make a more positive equestrian community that is more welcoming. The Kerrits brand was built on our founder Carrie's vision of creating clothing that empowered women to feel confident and comfortable in the saddle. So it's in our brand DNA to empower riders. That being said, we've not always considered how marginalized communities fit into our brand and into our marketing. And so we've been working a lot this past year to bring diversity to be more top of mind internally and externally, and hope to set a new standard of what people expect from equestrian brands. So like you said, Kerrits is a bigger brand, a well-known brand. We have the brand history and resources. So we have that power to help shape the future of the sport, to include more diverse riders than what's been the stereotype in the past. We, going around internally and discussing this in the past year, we've decided that really I don't know, it's like starting from the ground up, or it's like starting with organizations that really are helping to make change, and supporting them through donations and sponsorships. The future is not going to change unless we put things into place now. So for example, partnering with OYES, we've also, through our sister brand EQL, chosen an organization called Detroit Horsepower as one of our donation partners that we found out through people in our community. And that's an organization that's working to bring horses and horseback riding to underserved communities in Detroit. Supporting organizations that are really supporting riders who are out there, making it a more diverse community, making sure that our marketing reflects what we want the future to look like, not what the stereotype has been or what it maybe looks like in this very moment, but shaping what we want it to look like. And then internally, we're also committed to listening to our community, getting feedback, learning and growing. It's not going to be a perfect process, but input from everyone helps us just be a little bit better every day.
So the main scholarship that we award 4 times a year is a $600 riding scholarship. And by that, we mean it can go towards anything that individual needs in order to continue to pursue riding. So it can be lessons, show fees, equipment, travel, money towards traveling, whatever they need to keep themselves in the saddle. That's what is appropriate use for those funds.
So, well, I'll tag in here. So we have those mini scholarships because we have a lot of applicants who have started businesses or they're interested in the business side of the sport. And so we have like a entrepreneur scholarship for them. We have a Western scholarship. And it's really our main goal is to be as diverse as possible. We see a lot of people, like everyone wants to be the rider or the trainer, but we all know that it takes literally a village to make a winning team, and everything from your farrier to your vet to your your equine nutritionist, stuff like that. So what we try to do is create those mini scholarships to kind of help get that education piece out there, and then to kind of broaden the opportunities that our applicants can kind of get involved with.
Awesome.
The deadline for the summer scholarship is July 15th. So if you haven't applied yet and you are eligible, please go do that ASAP. The other guidelines are you have to be between the ages of 17 to 27. We kind of felt like that was the age where most people are either entering the sport or needing a lot of assistance. So we try to focus on the youth, right? And then to make sure that they can kind of get involved in this sport and build themselves up kind of as they grow. And then really anything else is more, what would you do with the funds were you to win? We focus a lot on the budget and the funds. No worries. We focus a lot on like the budget and the proposed use of funds. How would you use it? And not necessarily just would you use it to, I don't know, like buy a pair of boots or a saddle. Like how would you use it to create kind of sort of a continuous involvement and something sustainable for yourself to stay in this and to further your education in this sport? Yeah.
When we evaluate the applications, it's a couple of things, like Shaq was just talking about, the proposed use of the funds and how this is an ongoing thing to support that person's involvement in riding. We also assess, now that we're having more and more applicants, the quality of the application itself, the fit of that individual with our mission and our goals, like Shaq discussed earlier, and also the clarity of that person's goals. Do you have an idea of where you want to go and a plan of how you want to get there? Those are the riders we're really looking to invest in. So the people that outline that the best for us are the ones that are getting the funds awarded to them.
I did like when I was reading on the page, and we'll make sure that that's always tagged in our stories and so forth. And there's a call to the OYES Scholarship landing page in .com site. And we'll make sure we link that again for those of you who need it. And it was cool that you guys offer a way for people to do a video application and written. I like that because I was thinking, there's different, ability. We all know that you aren't writing isn't people's strong suit. I love that people could apply with a video and showcase their personality that way. Do you ever get written and also, or, you know, not written, but do you ever get types of submissions?
We had our first video application last cycle, I believe. But that was really important for us, that just because maybe writing isn't your thing, or maybe you're a neurodivergent person and writing an essay would be difficult, you have to have that video option. You don't have to be an author to be a good horse person. So why make that a requirement for the scholarship? So just wanted to thank you guys so much for sponsoring the summer scholarship and our scholarship winners each cycle with your beautiful show clothes, and for doing what you do to promote diversity in our sport. Like you said, it's really necessary, and you guys have the power to do it. So we're glad you're doing it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for partnering with us. And everyone check out at OYES Equestrian if you're interested in learning more about the scholarship, and you can find the website there to apply. We're very excited to be sponsoring this, and looking forward to an even better future for the equestrian community.
Yes.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.